game I'm gonna talk about here. This is my Wraith King game, and like when I play Ricky and Spectre, I have a high win rate, but when I play Wraith King, it's not that much. It might be due to my item building. I usually go to the Radiance and then Silver Edge. That makes me weak. Now let's go ahead and see some comments. Some people have a similar problem. So here's a guy on Reddit asked this question: I'm struggling to win with Wraith King. I try to imitate Hector's way of farming on Wraith King, but seems I can never reach that level of farm and early radiance timing. Is it just my inefficient skeleton control? Because normally use them only in jungle when I move in the camp. Okay, here the highest like, and let's read the highest likes. Notice when he uses it. It's been long time since I watched his Wraith King, but it used to be either on CD or when he reached 3 Skelly Bros. So he suggests, like whenever when I use Wraith King, like when 2 skeletons comes up, I use them, use the second skill. I think I should wait for 3 skeletons, as he suggests here. Can't remember each, and yeah, his position when he uses it. It's about mastering these 2 minutes details to push your GPM to the highest level. Once you figure out the where and when, work on how create optimal situation for yourself. Does he show the lane? How does he sustain his mana? Does he need to force a kill at some point? And if so, how does failure change his patterns? How does his supports behave? Where does he want to lane equilibrium be? How do matchup changes timings? Things. Assume every single movement he does has a purpose and try to understand it. Okay, so these guys are learning from watching replays. I don't really do that, but it seems like a better idea because a lot of people are liking it. And yeah, and Smile played Wraith King yesterday with Monkeys for this is like 3 years ago. Yesterday with Monkeys Forever and Gunner against Topson, and he had like 300 last kill in 20 minutes. That's a lot of last hit. I don't know if it's even possible for normal guys. I would check the replay and see how he farmed, because that's probably the most farm I have seen on a double Wraith King. And he also posted the match ID. Do you by any chance have that replay? It's too late for me to download it. I don't. Sorry dude, but you might be able to find it on YouTube. I have, thanks, though it wasn't very helpful. I already do his farming better. The difference is his team understands that he needs time and space. At like 2 points in the game, he literally hitting neutrals like a screen away from a massive team fight. And nobody pings him or anything because they understand if I did that shit at my bracket, I would risk someone griefing because they are having a fit over me for not helping. Yeah, it happens in the low ranks. Like they expect you to fight in the early game, and when you're farming, your team doesn't really like you because you're not helping with the fights. So that's the problem with Wraith King, because he cannot fight early. He's very weak. He needs farm, and he's a late game hero. That's the problem. Put a ward in the jungle that shows the camps so the skeleton know to go farm without vision, just to push the lanes and die into enemy tower. So this guy is suggesting put a ward in your jungle so your skeleton won't just go to die in the enemy tower. Instead they go and farm your jungle. So that seems good idea, which may be okay if you farm the jungle yourself. Just be aware of that and check pro replays to see how they use the skeleton smartly with vision. And the last one, posting match link, more in-depth information with scenario etc. might help us to help you. At this point in time, I have literally zero information on how to expect you watch Hector's replay. For start, watch your own replay. So this guy suggests watch your own replay and learn from them. Okay, so one thing for me, like in my intuition, I think one of my problem with Wraith King is item build. So I'm gonna go and check Dota buff. to see what other guys are building, because I was just following, Dota Plus. It has 3 options to select item building, and I select one of them. That is basically radiance, and then the invisible, but it's not always good idea. But let's see. It was okay. So I'm gonna go to the wraith king heroes. Wraith king. Okay. So these guys doesn't build. This guy didn't build radiance. So there are some people building radiance, but their build is a little bit different. And more people are buying the armlet of Mordigan, which I didn't do. This seems like a very good item. The reason is, like armlet of Mordigan takes the health away, but your attack has a vampiric effect, like the healing effect. So you can literally turn it on and just keep on hitting, and when you are not hitting, turn it off. And some people are buying Midas. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just play around with these guides. I'm gonna try each of these item build, and I'm gonna see which one gives me most success, and I'm gonna follow that. I suggest you to do the same if you're struggling with item builds and stuff. Dota buff is a better place to go and try some stuff and do more of what works. Okay guys, and that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.